Well, she said patchy, and I said, patchy who? I don't know her. What up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AEHM Artistry, and I am back with maybe the last one, maybe not, Laura Lee Los Angeles themed palette video type majig. And today we are going to be doing the Party Animal palette. We are going to use all the shades in this palette to create this eye look that you see right here. And just a quick update, you're going to see in the video how this palette is performing, but I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. No spoilers, but a little spoiler right here. If you have missed my other videos going over this new palette launch, including the Boss Babe palette, I will link a playlist down in the description box, but most of you have already seen it. So in that case, let's go ahead and just jump right into that video. By the way, wish me freaking luck because I am on day 1 of a 3-day detox cleanse. We have been like so sick this summer, you guys. It has been crazy. So I'm just like, I need to reset my body. I need to pump as much vitamins in as I can and just be better because it's getting obnoxious. Anyways, back to playing with makeup because that will distract me really nicely. I'm gonna go in with my primers. Now I'm gonna use the Frankie Rose Eye Primer on this side. This is the one that I usually use mostly all the time, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my Urban Decay primer potion, just the regular one on the other side, because I wanna see if the primers that you use make a difference. I've played with this palette a few times now, and I think I have already tested this theory, but honestly, I've been so spaced out and out of it that I don't remember. I don't remember what the results were. I don't remember how I felt. I just probably just washed my face and was done with it. So I'm gonna prime both my eyes with these really quickly and we'll move on. I'm gonna take whatever good brow bone shade is and only set the brow bone just to help with the transition. If you've been watching my tutorials, you know the drill. Now to dip into the palette, let's get this party animal started, pun intended. So I'm gonna be going in with bottoms up, and you guys, I am loving this shade just as much as I thought I was going to. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna take my blending brush into the crease, and I'm gonna start building up that color and blending it out. So this is gonna be kind of our transition shade, if you wanna call it that. It's a little bit bright, but you can blend it out really nicely. It works really well, and it is just gorgeous. This is like one of my favorite pinks I've ever used just because it has so much pizzazz, so much sparkle. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can see the little glitter. It's just a little party. It's so accurate. See how that color is like super buildable. So right in the crease, it's like really packs the pigment, and then I can blend it out and it looks really pretty. So I want to get that really clean, sharp line. So I'm going to take that little thingamajig that's inside the palette and I'm going to place it right on here just like I did on the last tutorial and pack that color on. You can do this while you're blending out the whole crease if you want, but I wanted to like focus on really blending first and then go back and just do the corners. So I'm going to work on this side for a minute since I have this little sleeve thingamajig. I'm gonna go in with a few shades because I do want to use all the colors in the palette today. Next, I'm gonna go in with Hungover, which is that gorgeous purple shade. It is so pretty. I'm just gonna be using these on the outer edge and then a little bit in the crease. So pack it on right there, giving it a little blend. And then a little bit in the crease to create some definition. And let's make sure that has a nice blend. So go back with that pink blending brush and blend those together. You can make this as deep or as light as you want. I did a similar look of this the other day and I made the purple really stand out, but I wanted to focus on more of a pink transition today. So I can go in later and deepen it up too if I want. So we will see about that. And let's take this off. So really pretty. Now I'm gonna go do the other side really quickly and we will move on to the next. Now I'm gonna be working on one eye at a time for this little half cut crease, little moon majig. Start right here, just place a little bit of, I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I used my Shape Tape doing this and I had no trouble at all, so I just wanna test out another one. I don't think the concealer matters as long as it's not super wet or creamy. That's about as far as I'm gonna go. Now, let's play with some colors. So I'm gonna dip into It's the Party right there. Now, I was having trouble with this shade swatching, as I'm sure you remember, but as we know, swatches do not ever tell the whole story. So as long as I have a base laid down for this one, usually one to cancel out. So concealer, basically, it's been working really well with. I didn't have any problem. You do need to build up the color a little bit, but my description of it still stands. Very similar to how the ABH Prism palette and also the Bad Habit Aura palette are, except this one is more green. So a lot of people thinking it's yellow, but it's kind of a greeny yellow. It's not a true yellow. It's not a true lime green. It's somewhere in between. So we're just gonna pack that on to about a third of the way into the eye. And I kind of pat it on, working very tight in that cut crease area. Little tiny bit of fallout with this green. So I'm gonna brush it away. Get out of here, get. You don't belong there. That's okay, I am using a fluffy natural hair brush, so you get a little bit more fallout depending on which brush you're using with this. I didn't get fallout the first time, so I must have used a different brush. That's okay. So now I'm gonna go in with Damage Control, which is your middle blue shade. Tap a little bit of that, same thing, pat it on. Put it right here next to our little It's the Party guy. See, pretty cool. And then kind of tap the two in between to create a little transition between both colors. I don't need as many dips with this one. It's packing a punch. And I'm not noticing any patchiness or anything with the blue shades as I did with the swatches. So that's really good because I got a little nervous there. Not gonna lie. Now I'm gonna go in with Karaoke. Same brush, I just cleaned it off. And then I'm gonna take it right in between the purple and that really cool sky blue. So I'm creating like an ombre effect, basically. You know what is so cool about all eyeshadow palettes, but especially like color ones? We can all look at the same palette and come up with different ones, each of us. 90 of us can see something and they all create something else. And I think that is so cool. That it just gets me so excited about makeup. And you know, it's like painting at the palette. All of us have a canvas to start out with and we can all come up with something different. So if you are wanting me to do a specific look with this eyeshadow palette, you gotta comment, you gotta let me know what you're thinking, and maybe I will try to bust a tutorial out using it or come up with my own ideas using some certain colors. I did have a special request for a full pink look, so I may still do that one on IGTV. It just depends what you, the viewers, poll and want me to do. So now I'm gonna go back in with Hangover and deepen up that corner now that I can blend the two together. We just wanna make sure it's nice and cohesive, right? Cohesive is the theme for all eyeshadow tutorials. Now I'm gonna take a little, because I want to deepen it up a little bit on the edge right there. So I'm going to take this little pointed angled, what is this called? This slanted liner brush right here. I'm going to take that and deepen up right where the cut crease is, but I don't think I want to go all the way down, just enough to blend it. This is some precision work right here. I think I'm going to go right up past that little sky blue where we blended the sky blue and the It's a Party together. And then we're gonna take this clean pointed blending brush and blend it. Make sure that there's no harsh lines. So pretty. I'm loving this eye look so much. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the other eye and I'll be right back. I'm freaking loving that. So pretty. And guess what? You guys don't have to wait for me to do my face makeup. Not that you have to wait more than 0.3 seconds, but we can go ahead and do the lower lash line together right now because I already have my face makeup on. So let's go in with Drinks. This is the last color in the palette that we have yet to use on today's look, and I'm gonna use it. So let's go ahead and take that on the lower lash line. I did this look originally with the blue and it looked really cool, but then I was like, I need to use all the colors in the palette because I'm a crazy person and I want to be, you know, David's Technicolor raincoat or whoever, somebody's Technicolor raincoat, something like that. So we're just gonna go in and get it. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E25 brush, and I'm not gonna add any color. I'm just gonna blend that shade out unless I feel like adding color, in which case I will. Yeah, I feel like it. Okay, let's just do a tap. Just a tap. Now for liner, do I want to use purple or black? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm gonna do my upper waterline with black because that is what I always do when I'm wearing false lashes especially. I'm gonna dabble in this purple and see how that looks, and I can always go over with black if I don't like it. So it's the Tarte, the Claypot liners, and this is in the shade Prom Queen, which is the purple shade. And I'm gonna take this little liner brush from, I always forget how to say this name, but Delium brushes. It's the 706, teeny tiny. And I'm gonna not do a wing because I don't want to. So it might blend away too much, but it might look cool, so. Okay, so I like that. It's probably hard to tell on camera, but I'm gonna go in just with a little bit of black liquid liner right near the base because I want a little more definition, but I don't want to take away from the purple. I just need it to be a little bit darker. Yeah, see, it deepened it up just a little bit. Now let's go ahead and do lashes. So I always curl my lashes, and then I go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The mascara you love to hate. You either love it, or you hate it. We're still gonna do inner corner too, so don't click away yet because we gotta make that inner corner pop. Time for lashes. Guess what I'm gonna use? Take a wild guess. House of Lashes Knockout. I know, groundbreaking. Ashley's busting out a pair. I have become that person that uses the same lashes every time. I never was that person before, and now I'm that person. But that's okay because we know we find things we like and we love it. No, but really, I love these lashes because I feel like there's enough spacing that you can still see the dramatic eye looks when you do them. I hate putting on a lash and you love the look, you're like, wow, that's amazing, and then you put it on and you're like, where to go? Where to go? That is what some lashes do. So I need to find some different ones just to give a little bit of variety for you guys. You guys can see some, but right now this is what I have, this is what I love, and that's what I'm gonna use. See with these lashes, you can still see the little rainbow. Girl, we still gotta do my lower lash mascara. I think I don't know if I have an eyeliner that will completely go amazing with this on the lower lash. I don't have any orange, but orange would be really cool if you have that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some mascara on the lower lashes. And I'm gonna use the Sleek mascara. That one has been working okay enough. For that inner corner highlight, let's go in with the Physicians Formula highlighter, and this one is called Iridescence. So I've actually been loving these highlighters for my inner corner, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're moist. Sorry, I know that is a word that some people hate, but I don't have a problem with it. I'm sorry. It's a good descriptive word, and that's what I'm going to use for it. Well, I can say damp. Is that better? I'll say damp. It is a little bit of a damp highlighter, so it just pops on that inner corner so easily. This looks so pretty. I really like it. All right, my love bugs, here is the eye look all complete. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it helped you get a good feel for the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. I am not experiencing any patchiness, any kind of weirdness or fading with this palette, so that is really good news. I know a lot of people saw in the swatches, both my own and other people's, that some of these shades were swatching really patchy, both with a finger and a brush on the eye and on the arm everywhere, and people got discouraged about that. So again, I want to remind you guys that swatches never tell the whole story. I've had a lot of high-end palettes not swatch so good, but as soon as you actually go to utilize them with the brushes that you should and on primed eyes and whatever, there's no issue whatsoever. So take it with a grain of salt. Now, I'm still going to continue to do swatches. I do like them as somebody that is always shopping for the next big thing or a certain eye palette that I might want. I always turn to swatches to see if I like the color range, because yes, they do do sometimes look a little bit different in the pan than they do on actual skin, but they don't always tell the whole story as far as patchiness goes and color payoff. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, but I mean, this is proof because I wasn't super impressed with the eye swatches that I did, but I have had no issues with them when it goes to application. And this is, I think, the third look that I've done with this palette. So the only shade that had fallout today was Issa Party, that greenish yellow shade, and that was probably because the type of brush that I was using kind of gives a little flick, and it was easily brushed away. It didn't leave any trace or anything crazy, so no problem there. If you are new here and you haven't yet, please go down and hit that little subscribe button and join our little fam bam that we have going on. We would love to have you. And to my OG fam bam and my new fam bam, thank you guys so much for continuing to support my channel and my Instagram and everywhere like that. I love you all so much, and I hope you all have a great, awesome, lovely day. I'm gonna tell you the real tea right here. I'm gonna go try to take a nap before my toddler wakes up from her nap. Wish me luck. So without further ado, I'm gonna take whatever brown, I say it a brown one every time. This is the real tea. This is where I clean my brushes off on my leg. Washcloth works better though. And actually brush spray for that matter.